You should have just completed the Creating Reports guide from Expensify, and now I wanted to talk to you about a few things specific to Victory Life Church. So in that guide, it talks about how Expensify can auto-submit your expense reports for you. Now, we have chosen to turn that feature off, and we've done that because we found that it was causing more harm than good. It was at times tending to create multiple expense reports when we needed just one, and it was also at times pulling expenses into our reports that did not belong there. They would be for the next month's statement. So, based upon those factors, we turned it off, and we're going to opt in to do a manual submission process. This process is very simple and easy, and I'm going to show you how to do it today in this guide. So let's flip over to the computer screen, and I'll show you what it looks like. Once you log into Expensify, you should be back at your inbox. If you start off at any other tab, that's fine. Just go ahead and click on your report tabs, and we'll get started on creating a report. Now, your report tab is going to look very similar to the expense tab. It has the same sorts of filters available, so if this is hidden, you can always hide your filters area. It also has, again, the same filters of open, processing, approved, reimbursed. You can see right now I have one report out that just got approved. Reimbursed, again, is after it gets sent to accounting and the bill is marked as paid. And you also note out here, you can see that it shows the date that I submitted this report on June 1st. And you can see the history of all of those as well. Now, to start off with a report, you can go right up here to the top right and click New Report. From this point, Expensify will start off a brand new report. Some things for you to double check is, number one, a few of our cardholders have more than one card, meaning that they have a card for the Academy, Hands of Hope, or Victory Life Church. So if you're one of those cardholders, make sure that your policy up here on top is correct. You may have options for Hands of Hope or Academy if you have permissions. So always make sure you're submitting under the correct entity. Now, my card is a Victory Life Church card, so my policy is good. The next thing to always double check is make sure the last four of your credit card is in this top field up here, and it will retain this. So after you enter it one time, the next time you start a new report, those settings will be here. And then as well, double check your credit card statement date. It's going to retain in here whatever you typed in the last time you did a report. So again, my last report was on May 28th. So again, if you're going to be preparing your June 28th statement, click forward to June 28th and set that date. Now, on the date you set your credit card statement, you should make sure that you pull this from your credit card statements that you download from gotomycard.com. If you're not familiar with gotomycard.com, you can get set up by accounts payable. You can always email accounts.payable@victorylifechurch.com, and they can help you get this done. But you can see you can log in here. Once you log in, it may ask you for a security question. Once you get logged in, you can come to the activities and statements. And from here, you can select the time period to download the most recent statement. So again, if your most recent statement was 6/28, you would see that at the top of the list. Click on it and then tell it to download. Now I've already downloaded it. So when I downloaded mine, this is what it looks like. And you can always, on the top left-hand column, there is an area that says Statement Closing Date, 5/28/18. So this will always tell you the date that you need to be inputting to your credit card statement date on your Expensify report. Make sure that these two dates match, and you will be good to go. Now, next up, you'll notice that right here it says that there are no expenses here yet. So first thing to do is click on the plus sign, and you will get a list of any expenses that are not attached to a report. One of the things to check for is, again, get your credit card statement, which you can see here. Come down to the transaction section and make sure you have a line item on your expense report for every single transaction that occurred on your statement. So that would be coming back here, and you'll just match those up, and if you have these particular line items, you can click them off and it will add them straight into your expense report. If there's any items that you have listed here that are not on your credit card statement, you can leave them here. Just click the X and that will not attach it to your credit card statement. Now you can see here's all the items that I just attached to my statement, and up at the top, it will tell you your balance of your statement. Right now, mine says 176.56, and what you would need to do is be checking over here under your transaction section again. Check the area that says total and make sure that your totals match. Now, mine does not match at this point because I've already submitted this other statement and I'm just showing you this for example purposes. But when you're done, these two totals should match. Okay, so at this point, after you double checked your statement balances to make sure they match your credit card statement, you also want to take one additional step, which is to come attach a copy of your credit card statement into the documents of your report. So you can do that very simply. Come to the left, you'll see an area that says add a document. So click on that. And then I have taken the statement that I downloaded from Go to My Card. I saved it on my computer. So I'm going to import from my computer. So here's my statement. I will open it. You'll see that it's going to upload the receipt to my statement, and it has attached it right down here. So now that I have my credit card statement attached, I have all of my receipts detailed out and coded properly, I'm ready to submit it off to my approver. To do that, it's very simple. Just come straight up to the top left, click on Submit, and you can see that mine's coded to go straight off to Jeremy Sheriff as my approver. Now, if you want, you can always click off to have Expensify also email you a copy of your expense report, but that's completely optional and up to you. At this point, if you hit Submit, it'll send it off for approval, and you will have completed your first expense report. Now, a few other things to note, just to double check for you, is always on your name up in the top left, there's a drop-down arrow, and there's account settings. So you can always come here and see details about your account and your own preferences. One of the things I want to show you is under the preference section, there is a scheduled submit button. I would recommend you have this set to disabled. If you turn it on, it's going to automatically start batching your expenses into reports for you, and it may not be helpful. In many cases, if you left it on daily, it's going to try to actually submit expense reports every time you put one in the system. So I would just double check that that's turned off, and that way when you build your expense reports, you will be intentionally putting in those reports the items you want on them. So at this point, you should be familiar with how to upload expenses and code them into Expensify and how to build reports. And as always, please remember that you can do this on a mobile phone, a tablet, or a computer. All of this same functionality is available on all three device types. So no matter where you are, you should have the ability to submit your expense report and get it done on time. So thanks so much for diving into expense reports with me. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me or my team. You can reach out to me at cody.maynard@victorylifechurch.com or to accounts.payable@victorylifechurch.com, and we would be happy to help you with any questions you have. Thank you. Have a good day.